Your brain is a record of the past. Every experience, every thought, and every emotion you have ever felt is stored in the neural architecture of your mind. From the moment you wake up, you follow the same routines, think the same thoughts, and feel the same emotions. This is why most people struggle to create real change in their lives. They are unconsciously living in a cycle dictated by past experiences. If you want to make your dreams happen, you must rewire your mind to think beyond your current reality. Neuroscience tells us that the brain is neuroplastic, meaning it can change. Every thought you think sends an electrical signal through a neural circuit, strengthening certain pathways while weakening others. The more you think a thought, the more it becomes a part of your identity. If you constantly focus on fear, doubt, or failure, your brain becomes wired to expect those outcomes. But if you deliberately start thinking in alignment with your desired future, you rewire your brain to expect success, growth, and achievement. The problem is that most people wait for their circumstances to change before they change their thinking. They believe that once they have success, happiness, or wealth, they will start feeling successful, happy, or abundant. But this is the old model of reality based on cause and effect. The truth is, you must first think and feel like the person who already has what you want before it physically manifests in your life. When you do this, you move from being a victim of your environment to becoming the creator of your future. Consider this. If you wake up every day and recall the same problems, the same struggles, and the same limitations, your brain fires in the same old patterns. These thoughts trigger emotions like stress, frustration, or worry, which in turn reinforce the same behavioral patterns. Without realizing it, you are programming your brain to stay stuck in the past. To break free, you must introduce new thoughts, thoughts that are greater than your circumstances. The key is to become aware of your habitual thought patterns and consciously choose to think differently. Instead of waking up and thinking about what's wrong in your life, start visualizing what's possible. Instead of replaying old failures, start mentally rehearsing success. When you do this consistently, your brain begins to form new neural pathways, making those thoughts more automatic. Eventually, thinking positively, acting confidently, and expecting success becomes second nature. Science has shown that when people mentally rehearse an activity, whether it's playing an instrument, practicing a speech, or visualizing their goals, their brain fires as if they are actually experiencing it. This means your mind doesn't know the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined one. By repeatedly thinking and feeling as if your dreams are already happening, you train your brain to accept this new reality. Once your brain believes it, your actions will follow, and your external world will begin to reflect the internal changes you've made. This is how you rewire your mind to make your dreams happen. Most people live in reaction to their environment, believing that external circumstances must change before they can feel different. They think, once I have the success, then I'll feel successful. Once I find the right relationship, then I'll feel love. Once I achieve financial freedom, then I'll feel abundant. But this way of thinking is rooted in the old paradigm of cause and effect, waiting for something external to shift before making an internal change. The problem is, if you continue waiting for life to change before you do, you will always be at the mercy of your conditions. To truly create your dream life, you must stop operating from this reactive state and start understanding that you have the power to cause and effect. Rather than waiting for the right circumstances, you must learn to generate the emotions, thoughts, and behaviors of your desired future before the physical evidence appears. This means thinking greater than your environment, greater than your current limitations, and greater than the emotions of the past. Everything in your life right now is a result of your past thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you keep thinking in the same way, feeling the same emotions, and behaving as you always have, you will continue to recreate the same reality. The only way to break the cycle is to become the person who already has the success, happiness, or abundance you desire before it shows up in your life. This requires shifting your identity and aligning your thoughts and emotions with the vision of your future self. Imagine a person who wants to build confidence but constantly tells themselves they are shy, insecure, or not good enough. Every time they reinforce this belief, they fire and wire the same neural circuits, keeping them trapped in their old identity. But what if, instead of waiting for external validation, they started acting, thinking, and feeling like a confident person today? What if they practiced standing tall, speaking with certainty, and believing in their own worth before anyone else acknowledged it? Over time, their brain would adapt, their actions would align with their new self-peace, and the world would start reflecting back this new reality. This shift is not about wishful thinking. It is about training your brain and body to experience a new future before it happens. When you mentally rehearse success, your brain begins firing as if the event is already occurring. The more you embody this future version of yourself, the more you send out the energetic signature of that reality. The quantum field, which responds not to what you want, but to who you are, begins aligning circumstances, opportunities, and people to match your internal state. Instead of waiting for life to change so you can feel different, start feeling different so your life can change. Step into the identity of your future self today. Walk, talk, think, and act as if your dreams have already manifested. When you do this, you stop reacting to your environment and start creating it. This is how you shift from waiting for change to causing an effect in your life. Your body does not know the difference between an experience that is happening in reality and one that is vividly imagined with strong emotion. This is because the same neural circuits fire whether you are physically going through something or mentally rehearsing it. If you have ever woken up from a dream with your heart racing, feeling as if the event truly happened, you have experienced this phenomenon. The brain records the emotional intensity of experiences, whether real or imagined, and these emotions shape your perceptions, behaviors, and ultimately your reality. Most people condition their emotions based on their current circumstances. If life is going well, they feel happy. If things aren't going their way, they feel frustrated, defeated, or unworthy. But if you live this way, you are letting external events dictate your internal state, making it difficult to create lasting change. To make your dreams happen, you must learn to embody the future emotionally before it becomes a physical reality. This means training yourself to feel joy, gratitude, abundance, and success in the present moment, even when your external world has not yet changed. When you do this, you are teaching your body what your future feels like before it arrives. The more consistently you practice these elevated emotions, the more your body and brain begin to believe that this future is already happening. This is because emotions are powerful messengers. They send biochemical signals that influence your brain's neural wiring and your body's genetic expression. Scientific research in neuroplasticity and epigenetics confirms that our thoughts and emotions influence our biology. When you feel elevated emotions such as gratitude, love, or excitement, your body releases chemicals that promote healing, energy, and expansion. On the other hand, when you live in fear, stress, or doubt, your body releases chemicals that trigger survival mode, keeping you stuck in a limited state of being. The more you practice feeling the emotions of your future, the more your body begins to rewire itself to align with that reality. For example, if you want to experience financial freedom, instead of focusing on lack or stress about money, you must start feeling abundant now. Imagine the financial success you desire, not just in thought, but in feeling. Close your eyes and visualize what it would feel like to live with unlimited opportunities, freedom, and ease. The more you can generate this feeling daily, the more you are conditioning your brain and body to expect that reality. This is not about pretending or denying your current situation. It's about training yourself to live from your future instead of your past. When you feel joy, excitement, and gratitude for what is coming, you are no longer waiting for life to change. You are creating the internal conditions for that change to occur. The quantum field responds to who you are, not just what you want. The moment you master the ability to feel your dream before it happens, you align with the frequency of that reality, drawing it toward you like a magnet. Your personal reality is created by your personality, your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. If you keep thinking the same way, feeling the same emotions, and acting in the same patterns, your life will continue to unfold in the same predictable way. This is why most people feel stuck. They wake up every day and repeat the same mental and emotional cycles, reinforcing their past rather than creating a new future. If you truly want to make your dreams happen, you must break the habit of being yourself. Your brain is designed to automate behaviors through repetition. From a young age, you develop thought patterns and emotional responses based on your experiences. Over time, these patterns become deeply wired, and your body memorizes emotions like stress, fear, doubt, or unworthiness. Without realizing it, you become addicted to these states of being, and they define your identity. Even when you consciously want change, your subconscious mind resists because it is programmed to keep you in familiar territory, even if that territory no longer serves you. The key to transformation is recognizing that who you are today is a reflection of your past conditioning, not your true potential. Your current habits and emotional responses were shaped by past experiences, but they do not define your future. To break free from the past, you must become conscious of your automatic thoughts, challenge your emotional addictions, and choose to act in alignment with your desired future, rather than your familiar past. Imagine you want to become more confident, but for years you've identified as someone who is shy or insecure. Your brain has wired itself to think in ways that reinforce this identity. You might have habitual thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or people don't notice me. And those thoughts create feelings of self-doubt and hesitation. Over time, your body becomes conditioned to react in certain ways. Your posture may shrink, your voice may soften, and your actions may reinforce a sense of insecurity. Even if you want confidence, your body and mind are programmed for the opposite. To break this pattern, you must interrupt the cycle. This means catching yourself in the moment when old thoughts arise and choosing new ones instead. Instead of saying, I'm not confident, you start telling yourself, I am becoming more confident every day. Instead of shrinking back in social situations, you take one bold action, even if it feels uncomfortable. Each time you override your old programming, you are weakening the neural pathways of your past identity and strengthening the ones that align with your future self. Breaking the habit of being yourself requires daily commitment. You must observe your thoughts, question your emotions, and take new actions, even when your body wants to return to its familiar state. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Over time, your brain and body adapt, and your new identity feels natural. You stop living as a product of your past and start creating your future. When you step into this new version of yourself, you unlock the power to make your dreams happen. Everything in the universe operates on frequency, including your thoughts and emotions. The energy you project through your internal state directly influences the reality you experience. Most people believe that life happens to them, that they are subject to circumstances, luck, or external conditions. But in reality, mind and matter work together, and your thoughts and feelings create a vibrational field that interacts with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Science tells us that matter is not as solid as we once believed. At the subatomic level, everything is made of energy, including you. Quantum physics has proven that the very act of observation influences particles, meaning that consciousness plays a direct role in shaping physical reality. This means your mind is not separate from the world around you, rather it is in constant interaction with it. When you learn to intentionally shift your internal state, you begin to influence the external world in ways most people do not realize. Most people go through life reacting to their environment. When things go well, they feel good. When things don't go as planned, they feel frustrated, anxious, or discouraged. But this reactive way of living keeps them trapped in a cycle where their emotions are dictated by external conditions. The key to transforming your reality is learning to regulate your internal state independently of what is happening around you. Instead of reacting to your circumstances, you must generate the emotions and thoughts that align with the life you want to create. For example, if you constantly focus on stress, lack, and struggle, you are tuning into a frequency that attracts more stress, lack, and struggle. Your thoughts create electrical signals in your brain, and your emotions produce magnetic fields in your heart. Together, these energetic signatures send out a broadcast to the quantum field, influencing what you attract into your life. If your mind and emotions are fixated on negativity, you are unknowingly reinforcing a reality that matches that frequency. But what happens when you start to think and feel as if you are already living your desired future? Instead of focusing on what is wrong, you shift your attention to the possibilities ahead. Instead of feeling scarcity, you embody the emotions of abundance. Instead of waiting for success to feel successful, you generate the feeling of success now. When you do this, you are no longer just wishing for change. You are aligning your energy with the very reality you desire to create. Neuroscience has shown that when people mentally rehearse an experience, whether it's achieving a goal, performing on stage, or mastering a skill, their brain begins to fire as if the event is actually happening. This means that your mind does not distinguish between a real-life event and one you deeply visualize with strong emotion. The more you practice experiencing your dream internally, the more your brain wires itself to expect that reality. Eventually, your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors align with this new version of yourself, making it more likely that your external world will reflect the internal changes you've made. Emotions are a crucial component of this process. You cannot just think about success, happiness, or abundance. You must feel it as if it is already happening. If you close your eyes and truly embody the emotion of gratitude, joy, or excitement, your brain releases chemicals that reinforce those states. Your body in turn begins to respond as if the future you desire is already here. Over time, this emotional conditioning creates a new baseline for how you think, feel, and behave. Consider someone who wants to attract financial abundance. If they are constantly worried about money, feeling anxious about their bills, and reinforcing thoughts of lack, they are projecting the frequency of scarcity. No matter how hard they work, their internal state is not aligned with the reality they desire, making it difficult to create real change. But if they shift their focus and begin embodying the emotions of financial freedom, feeling gratitude for the wealth they know is coming, visualizing the security and opportunities they desire, and acting with confidence and generosity, they start tuning into a completely different frequency. Over time, this shift in energy alters their decisions, their habits, and the opportunities that come their way. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. Instead, it means mastering the ability to hold a vision of your future with such clarity and emotional intensity that it overrides your past conditioning. You begin to live as if your dreams are already unfolding, and as a result, your mind and matter begin working together to bring that vision into existence. Think about it this way. If you walk into a room full of people who are stressed, anxious, and negative, you will feel that energy almost instantly. Likewise, if you step into a space where people are joyful, excited, and full of passion, that energy is contagious. The same principle applies to your personal frequency. When you elevate your internal state, you shift the energy you bring to every situation, and in turn, the world responds differently to you. This is why some people seem to attract opportunities effortlessly while others struggle. It is not just about effort. It is about alignment. When your mind and emotions are in harmony with the reality you want to create, Life begins to unfold in ways that seem almost magical. Synchronicities appear, unexpected doors open, and you find yourself in the right place at the right time. This is not luck, it is a result of aligning your energy with the future you desire. To make this a daily practice, start each morning by setting your intention. Close your eyes and visualize yourself already living the life you want. Feel the emotions as deeply as you can. If you want success, feel the pride and excitement of achievement. If you want love, feel the warmth and connection in your heart. If you want health, feel the vitality and strength in your body. The more you reinforce these emotions, the more you condition your mind and body to expect that reality. Throughout the day, stay conscious of your thoughts and feelings. If you catch yourself slipping into old patterns of doubt, fear, or negativity, pause and shift your focus. Remind yourself that your energy creates your reality. Choose thoughts and emotions that align with your desired future and act accordingly. Over time, as you consistently embody the emotions of your future self, you will notice changes in your life. Your decisions will be different, your actions will be bolder, and your external world will begin to reflect the shifts happening inside you. This is how you move from waiting for life to change to actively creating the reality you desire. Mind and matter are not separate, they are deeply interconnected. The moment you understand this, you stop being a passive observer of your life and become an active creator of your future. Instead of wishing for your dreams to happen, you step into alignment with them and the universe responds accordingly. The key is to stop waiting and start being. Because the moment your mind and emotions fully align with your vision, your external world has no choice but to catch up. He said, de-expand the 6th keynote without headings and intro file code up to 1,000 words. ChatGPT said, every great achievement in human history began as a thought. Every breakthrough, invention, and transformation started with someone daring to believe in a possibility that did not yet exist. The same principle applies to your dreams. The reality you wish to create already exists in the quantum field of infinite possibilities, but it is your focus, belief, and consistent action that bring it into existence. Yet most people never reach their full potential because they allow self-doubt, fear, and external circumstances to dictate their future. The key to making your dreams happen is to act as if they are already unfolding, not someday, but right now. Most people separate their dreams from their present reality. They view success, happiness, or fulfillment as something that will happen one day when the conditions are right, when they feel ready, or when the world validates their efforts. But this way of thinking keeps dreams at a distance, always just out of reach. The truth is, if you want to create a new reality, you must start living it today before the physical evidence appears. Your mind and body do not respond to what is real, they respond to what you believe to be real. If you continuously act from your current limitations, you reinforce them. If you consistently embody the energy, mindset, and behaviors of your future self, you accelerate the process of transformation. This is not about wishful thinking. It is about retraining your brain and nervous system to adapt to a new identity. Think of an actor preparing for a role. To fully embody the character, they do more than just memorize lines. They study how the character walks, speaks, thinks, and reacts. They immerse themselves in the role until they become that person on screen. The same principle applies to your dreams. You must mentally and emotionally step into the identity of the person who has already achieved your desired outcome. If your dream is to be a successful entrepreneur, you cannot wait until your business takes off to think, act, and feel like a successful entrepreneur. You must embody that mindset now. How does a successful entrepreneur make decisions? How do they handle challenges? How do they carry themselves in conversations? What habits and routines do they follow? The more you align your daily actions with the identity of your future self, the faster you collapse the time between where you are now and where you want to be. This requires a shift in thinking. Most people believe they must have something, money, opportunities, resources, before they can do something, start a business, pursue a goal, which will then allow them to be someone, be successful, confident, fulfilled. But this model is backward. The truth is, you must first become the person who aligns with your vision, which will lead you to do the necessary actions, and only then will you have the results you desire. If you want to be healthy and fit, you must start acting like a healthy person before you see the physical results. Instead of waiting for motivation, you embody the discipline, mindset, and habits of someone who prioritizes their well-being. Over time, these small, consistent actions accumulate and reshape your reality. The same applies to financial success, creativity, relationships, and personal growth. One of the biggest obstacles people face is the fear of stepping into the unknown. The brain is wired for survival, and it perceives change as a potential threat. This is why so many people hesitate to take action. They fear failure, rejection, or the discomfort of leaving their comfort zone. But growth only happens when you push beyond your current limitations. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you will never move forward. Taking action does not mean making reckless decisions. It means consistently showing up for your dream every day. It means speaking, thinking, and behaving as if success is already unfolding. Even small steps taken with the right mindset create momentum. Each decision, no matter how small, reinforces your new identity. Imagine someone who dreams of becoming a writer. If they wait until they feel inspired, have more free time, or receive external validation, they may never start. But if they decide to step into the identity of a writer today, by writing consistently, improving their craft, and embracing the discipline of a professional, they will naturally attract opportunities that align with that path. The universe does not respond to wishful thinking, it responds to action. This principle applies to every area of life. If you want to be more confident, you cannot wait for people to treat you with respect before believing in yourself. You must carry yourself with confidence first. If you want deeper relationships, you cannot wait for others to change. You must become the version of yourself that attracts meaningful connections. One of the most powerful ways to integrate this mindset is through mental rehearsal. Close your eyes and visualize yourself already living your dream. Feel the emotions, hear the conversations, and immerse yourself in the experience as if it is happening right now. The more you practice this, the more your brain begins to accept this vision as reality. Over time, your subconscious mind starts directing your thoughts, behaviors, and opportunities toward that future. In addition to visualization, surround yourself with the right influences. The people, books, and environments you engage with shape your beliefs. If you spend time with those who doubt themselves, you will absorb their energy. But if you surround yourself with individuals who are actively creating their dreams, their mindset and habits will inspire you to do the same. It is also essential to develop a relationship with uncertainty. Growth is unpredictable, and the journey will not always go as planned. But instead of seeing obstacles as signs to quit, view them as tests designed to strengthen you. Every challenge is an opportunity to refine your skills, deepen your resilience, and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. Think about the most successful people in history. They did not wait for certainty before taking action. They stepped into the unknown, trusted their vision, and adapted along the way. They did not let temporary setbacks define them because they knew that their internal state, who they became, was more important than any external circumstance. By stepping into the identity of your future self now, you eliminate the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You shift from wanting to being, from hoping to knowing. The moment you act as if your dream is already happening, you start aligning with the opportunities, people, and resources that bring it to life. The universe rewards boldness. When you take action with certainty, believing in your vision despite the lack of physical evidence, you send a powerful signal to the world that you are ready. And when you are ready, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions fully align with your dream, there is nothing that can stop it from manifesting. The journey to making your dreams happen is not about waiting for the perfect moment, external validation, or ideal circumstances. It is about mastering your mind, breaking free from old conditioning, aligning with the energy of your desired future, and taking consistent action before the evidence appears. Every thought you think, every emotion you cultivate, and every decision you make is shaping your reality. If you continue to live as a product of your past, you will keep recreating the same experiences. But the moment you shift your focus, elevate your emotions, and step into the identity of your future self, everything begins to change. Your dreams are not distant wishes. They are potential realities, waiting for you to claim them. The universe is not withholding success from you. It is responding to the energy you project when you act as if your dream is already happening, when you embody the mindset, emotions, and behaviors of the person you aspire to be. Life starts aligning in ways you never imagined. No one else can do this for you. You must be the one to decide, to believe, and to take action. The power has always been within you. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stop playing small. Step into your future now, because the moment you do, your dreams will no longer be something you chase. They will become the reality you live. Your dreams are not something you hope for. They are something you create. The key is to stop waiting for external conditions to change and instead become the version of yourself who is already living that reality. When you shift your thoughts, elevate your emotions, and take intentional action, you align with the future you desire. The science is clear. Your brain and body do not distinguish between a deeply imagined experience and a real one. By consistently conditioning yourself to think, feel, and act as if your dream has already come true, you rewire your mind, reshape your identity, and alter the energy you project into the world. When you stop living as a product of your past and instead become the creator of your future, you unlock a new level of potential that most people never access. This process requires discipline. It demands that you break free from old habits, challenge limiting beliefs, and push beyond the comfort zone that keeps you stuck. But every time you make a choice in alignment with your future self, every time you act boldly, think expansively, and elevate your emotional state, you accelerate the manifestation of your vision. Success is not about luck or chance. It is about alignment. The universe responds to those who are clear, committed, and unwavering in their belief. When you embody your dream with certainty and take action as if it is already happening, doors begin to open, opportunities appear, and life starts working in your favor. The only question left is, will you step into your power? Will you rise beyond the limitations of your past and claim the future waiting for you? The decision is yours. The time is now. The dream is real, and you are ready.